Hey bud, we're gonna work on the engine today.
Oh, okay.
Come over here.
Jay, I'm gonna do this.
No. There's nothing to do here. Come over here. Alright, you stand right here. Alright, so today I'm gonna force my hobbies on you, and we're gonna try to learn how to put on a windage tray and an oil pan. Okay?
I don't want to put that on me.
Not on you, we're gonna put it on the engine.
Not on you. Not on me. We're gonna put it on the engine.
Yes. Okay?
Yes.
Alright, let's get started. This pan comes with some hardware.
What?
There's a hex drive on there, so you can
What, Daddy?
take your Allen wrench and turn it.
What did you say?
We're learning how to put the engine together. Come here. So this is used for the oil pan pickup. They give you the style where it's got 2 bolts instead of 1 like the factory. See, I'm tightening up the windage tray.
I'm tightening up the windage tray.
Say it loud.
I'm holding up the windage tray.
No, you're tightening up the windage tray.
I'm tightening up the windage tray.
Good job. All right, go to the other side and we'll do the next one. No, not there. Come over here. Okay, keep your arm off of the oily part.
Anyway, let's try to judge it.
All right, so here's the oil pan. You have to do some assembly, put these bolts in to hold this pan on. You have to put this guy on. It comes with a gasket and bolts. Over on the side, get a drain plug. So we're gonna set it down.
Put it down. Put it down.
We'll do a test fit, and then we'll see if it works before we put the gasket on. Well, I've got interference, so maybe the windage tray needs to be trimmed. Nuts. Your results may vary. So this pan doesn't come with any instructions in the box, but I can see from that oil mark right there that that's where I'm hitting. And I'll show you on the engine where that is. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
That is right up front on the windage tray. So I'm gonna have to check out the video that, oh, what's the guy's name? Bad Luck Garage, I think, did on this thing. So I believe he just had to trim a little bit, like maybe right behind the rib. I'll have to go back and take a watch through that and try to tackle this another day. Looks like we failed, bud. It's a gall darn thing of beauty. It is a nice looking oil pan. So I need to set smaller goals. I've said, I think 5 times I want to put this oil pan on. Here we go again. I'm gonna try to trim the windage tray down and try to make it fit. I've watched the Bad Luck Garage video again where he trims it right ahead of the bolts. I guess let's get to work. See you guys in a bit. I can't say with certainty that it's necessary, but what I saw done on Bad Luck Garage's channel was he cut like right in front of those fasteners, right in front of this stiffening ridge, right in front of that fastener, and all this was waste. So I'm not gonna overthink things, because in the end this is just a play car, so why not? I'm gonna cut it off just like he did and see how things turn out. There's all kinds of sharp metal burrs, but I'm just going to do a trial fit. Make sure things lay down okay. Well, no problem. That's what you get for just following what the other guy did. I cleaned the burrs up on this thing with a little bit more with the death wheel. I grabbed the file and knocked off anything else I could. So at this point, we'll clean off the garbage. Already drying out. And because I learned stuff rusts so fast when you hit it with the parts cleaner and brake cleaner, I'm gonna try to stop the rust before it starts, and it's been 2 minutes and it's already starting, so let's get going. Can't believe that. Can you see the rust? Like there's little spots of rust all over this thing already. It's crazy. Maybe it was rusty this whole time underneath and I didn't see it. Windage tray is on. Well, pickup's going on. Sounds like someone down the road's playing with tannerite. You can see why GM left this fastener out. It's kind of a pain to get a tool on it. So next, there's a new gasket included with the kit. I've got some gray RTV just slapped on the corners here in case. I don't know if it's necessary because I had already put some other RTV in the corners when I took off the front cover. I guess that was just the front corners. Did I mention a gasket? A brand new gasket comes with the kit. You'd be foolish not to put one on, new or old. Ah, bummer. It looks like I've got more interference issues with the windage tray, trying to get the gasket on. How bad is it? It looks bad enough I'm going to have to take this off and take the windage tray off. And over here right by the oil, what do you call them? The two main oil passages that are drilled in the block, the gasket is hitting the pan there. So I'm going to either have to bend the windage tray in a bit or just zip off a couple little pieces. Nuts. Small goals. Isn't that what I said to start this day? Alright, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got this gasket in and it's right up against the windage tray, but these holes aren't lining up. So that's got to get trimmed and that's got to get trimmed. I guess that's for tomorrow. So I was thinking about this oil pan gasket not fitting problem. I was wondering, is it the windage tray's fault or is it the gasket from who knows where, the cheap source? It's probably the gasket. I went and looked at the original gasket and I believe that there's just no rubber on the inside of that one. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Right there, there's a bunch of rubber. On the OEM gasket there isn't. Also this piece seems like ever so slightly moved that direction. So first I'll try just slicing that off with some kind of sharp object, and if it still doesn't fit, I'll get some spinning wheel of death with abrasives and make room. I don't think I need to cut the windage tray for this one. Hope this works. Kind of like that. Let's see if it fits. I'm noticing there's some give right here. Like this aluminum part is floating free from this one and just connected by rubber. So I cut that piece off and the holes still don't line up, whether or not you can see that. But if I struggle and push, things look okay. So I'm going to try to bolt it on. So there's turbo drain returns on this oil pan, and to get them in, looks like just some NPT pipe thread, and there's a hex. I don't know if you can see it. There's a hex there, and I don't have any Allen keys that big. I've got this one from doing brakes on 90s GM cars. It's a little loose, but I found that this LS, I don't know if it's an exhaust bolt or what, fit a bit tighter, had a 10mm head. Found a couple of nuts from something I pulled off of the car's body, I think. So if I tighten these together, I should be able to make an Allen driver. I'll just refine it with this. You're probably wondering why I'm plugging the returns. This is supposed to be a turbo build, right? Well, I got a feeling I'm gonna need some motivation and start this thing normally aspirated on the engine stand before I get too far. Whoa. Yeah, I kind of want to prove out that the Mega Squirt can actually control my fuel and spark. At least enough to fire and idle, or do some sort of running. That'll make it a lot easier for me to put the thing in the car and actually run all the wiring, and not just go buy a Terminator X. The other thing that makes it easy is Terminator X is fairly cheap for what it is, but I don't have that kind of money. There you have it. I started in February, and I took my pan off, gapped my rings, and put an oil pan on. Today is April 11th or something. Could be done faster. I don't know. Stuff didn't go as I expected. I'll keep working at it.